All right. The last thing I'm going to show you, I think, for this series is taking some live video input, mixing it with the jit.lcd, and then using that, maybe we really like the output that we get, and using that to export so we get these still PNG images that we can keep and use elsewhere outside of Max. Okay, let's just turn on our video. There's me. And let's turn this on and see what we've got. So right now I'm taking this video of me, this jit.grab object, and I'm sending it straight to the jit.lcd. So every time I get a new frame from my camera, I update the jit.lcd, which draws over anything that was there. And that's not what I want to have happen right now. What I want to have happen right now is to actually mix oh, that's cool, to actually mix the feed with the circle drawings that I've got going on. So instead of taking this straight to the jit.lcd, I'm going to use one of my video mixing techniques to add this together. And I guess I would like to try adding at first. Okay, jit.op, add op plus, and we will just take this and we will add it to here and stop that. For right now, let's not chop this up. We will in a second. Let's see what this looks like. Plain. And I think we need to turn, oh, I'm still there. And it's not adding, I did something wrong. I didn't say op plus, there we go. Okay, whoa. You guys, it's really hard to see. It's really hard to see, but it's me. Hold on, maybe if we subtract this, you'll be able to see what's happening. Oh, creepy. That's really creepy. Today is actually Halloween, so maybe this is perfect. It's not Halloween for you, most likely, but it is for me. So I've got this funky thing happening. So I could add them, which was a little bit too bright because my background was white and my circles are pretty bright. Now I have this funky inverse. What if we try multiplying instead? Okay, that's kind of more what I was going for. It looks like I'm in a whiteboard or something. Okay, so maybe I like this, maybe I play with it. You know what, it's Halloween, let's go back, let's do this. Let's do this. And let's also now, for fun, because we already have this here, let's chop this image up. And maybe not reverse this, something like that. Whoa, okay, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to want to save this. So I'm going to make a jit.matrix object. And we are going to send this to the jit.matrix object. Okay. So I can't see anything happening, but I am updating this jit.matrix every frame, just the same as I'm doing this one here. And what I'm going to do is pause this on a frame that I think is sufficiently Halloween-y. All right. And then what I'm going to do is make an export image message, send that to my matrix. And I think this is going to work. Do I need a bang here? Not sure. Halloween Kim. I hope. Let's see. Let's see if that worked. Something funky happened. It did not save the image. Do I need a bang, maybe? Oh, you know what I need? I need to bang this guy one more time. There we go. All right, I just needed to send the matrix. Apparently, it did not update into this matrix. It should have. That's weird. Let's try again. Let's see. Nope, still not there. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Do I need to bang here? Nope, still didn't work. Did I put the output? I did. The matrix, jit.p window to see it's totally there. Export image should be saving. Okay, so I'm totally stumped about this. This matches my code, my example code. I have an example patch over here, something similar, and it's working. It's exactly the same. Well, I don't have the video thing happening. Maybe that has something to do with it. Right, but I've got the same export image jit.matrix thing happening, and I click on this export image, and we could call this like circles gray, and just save that into this folder, jit.lcd. And then when I come over here, oh, well, there's maybe something interesting. Huh, that is not right. It's not the same color. All right, so clearly there's something going on here that, that I'm not understanding. So we're gonna pause it. We're gonna make a new video, and we'll have the answer posted for the next video for you to see as soon as I figure it out. Okay, so I'm not really ready to call this totally solved yet, but I did some troubleshooting, and I'll walk you through what I know now and where we can actually have a workaround to make this work, and my hypothesis, what I think is wrong, and then I need to go find somebody who's more of an expert than me on jitter and ask them to solve this technically for me. So here's my patch. You can see some changes obviously here. So the issue, let's turn this on. Okay, there's me. And I still have the same kind of jit.scissors and inversion, kind of funky Halloween thing happening. It is still indeed Halloween today. And you can see that there's a couple of things that I was trying. Right, I can still, from here, I'm sending the output to this jit.matrix object here. This is exactly what I was doing before, hitting export. And when I do that, I'm getting nothing. This is the image that I just rendered it to. Nothing at all. But I did discover that if, instead of taking the output from the glue, come from the LCD to see, you know, this is a troubleshooting technique that you can have, you know, just walk through each step and maybe start at the end or start at the beginning and look at the output at each different point. So I'm going to take this jit.lcd output right here. You can see where that is. And look and see if we can export that image. And we'll call this same thing, see if it updates. And it does. So you can see that this jit.matrix export image function is actually working properly. But the issue then is something about the file format or the type of data, the type of matrix that's actually getting exported somewhere after this jit.lcd object. So then I went and put this back from the jit.lcd, put this back over here, and if I switch this from a subtraction to an addition, right, it's a much different visual output, okay? But when I try to do this export, it's working. There it is. So something about subtracting is causing an issue with the saving here. So even if I do a multiply, right? I didn't actually try a multiply. Let's see if it works. Oh, that's a great image of my head cut off for Halloween. Lovely. Save. Okay, so the multiply, wow, great picture of me. The multiply object is working as well. So my hypothesis is that there's some sort of negative numbers that Max is interpolating, that's being smart for you, which you can see this jit.unpack object. I'm actually visualizing the red channel here. And they're positive 8-bit numbers. But I'm guessing there's some sort of invisible operations going on here that we can't really see, obviously. And that the matrix object and then the export to PNG by default is unable to actually re-render. So not totally solved yet. However, we can make it work, and I feel better knowing that at least my function of export image to jit.matrix, that part I'm not totally confused about. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you can make yours work, and hopefully we can figure out a real solution and a real technical solution and explanation in subsequent videos.